All right, good Monday, and we're going to give you a lead follow pattern. We're going to start off beginner, advanced, and then we're going to do advanced, advanced. Same pattern. So here goes the first time, and I'm going to talk about my center and her center. 3 and 4. Female, turn her. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and stop on 1. Now, that's the beginner, sort of advanced. And ladies, Lisa will talk to you about the shoulders, but I'm going to talk to the guys about guiding the shoulders through a point that is squared past me.
Okay. I
So,
think that makes sense.
if we were here, 3 and 4, 5, I come out just a little bit with the hand because I want to prepare her. I want to sort of inflate her frame so she knows a little bit about she's fixing to take off. 5, 6, and I turn her past a point that is squared up to me. 1, and I'm done. Now, what my elbow does, my elbow comes inside 6. Oh, not that lot, sort of.
Not quite that.
Our elbows touch. My elbow's gonna be on top of hers, above hers. I mean, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And my job as a leader, guys, is to work this hand and this hand in sync with her 6 to her 1 step. So I'm getting her left foot and then her right foot. I'm leading sort of both of those. 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2. The way I lead her through 6 dictates her 1 where it points as well. I'm not really having to lead count 1. When I lead her, it's through count 6, and then she follows through to count 1. 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, stop on 1. All right, a lot of you probably are able to do that. Some of you do it and maybe not have that technique to it, but I try to work both my hands, and guess what? There's a point where I'm working both my hands from are my points of connection with her. Here's one point of connection, here's the other point of connection. I'm gonna do it a few times. 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2. And did you see how I sort of took my front 2 fingertips and I tried to turn her in towards me, and it's my middle 2 fingers. 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2. I want to give her a little incentive to take a more than normal 6 step. And as she's taking that 6 step, I'm turning that 6 just a little bit to make that 1 also come right around the circle as well. So work both your hands, guys, not just this hand. Work both your hands on count 6. 3 and 4, 5, 6, and 2. I'm not waiting until 1. I'm leading count 6 and then I let up on and. 5, 6, and 1, right? All right.
So to get me into that position, we're using just a half turn right now. We're going to female turn into this closed position right here. 5. Now what happens, I recognize when he expands
The space.
that space right there, I know he's not going to do this and then just leave me out like a regular, out, because that doesn't make any sense. Why would you get me all big? So I know now, so this hand, look, this hand's already off of him. Don't try to do this turn with your arm remaining on him the whole time. As this arm breathes, I want this one to come off, so now that I'm free, and I'm helping this shoulder sort of go behind me and lead this side of my body too. So that's one thing we leave out sometimes, is what's happening over here, because we're thinking about this hand that's connected to him. Whenever, guys, that you have a hand on her back, on her frame, that's close to her center, that's really going to be an important hand, which is what Sam was telling you. That's really the main lead hand, is where, because it's connected to my center, which helps me the most. But 5, 6, and you see I've already prepared this foot. This 6 didn't go straight. It came toward him because he's already got my shoulders going. Now I'm gonna let that lead bring my right foot on around. And 2. I don't have to be backing him by 2. I'm trying to hit actually 1, it's pretty much here. And half turn away, 2, half turn away. Now I have 3 and 4 to finish that last quarter turn, settle, and I don't have to rush to get back to this position. So that gives it a smooth in and a smooth out, so to speak. So we're here, and rock, step, 1 and 2, slow it down, rock, step.
One more thing out of that, guys. The responsibility of a leader is to create the space and to help her understand what's coming before it actually gets there. And so her right hand, right, is what I'm sort of turning around, really. And I want you to put, whenever I lead her right hand, her right foot is right there underneath it. And there's one time where her left foot is right underneath it, and that's on count 6, 4, 5, 6. Her hand and her foot are lined up. Now here comes count 1. 1. Now, it's a little ahead of that foot, but now here comes the and. Now here comes the 2. 2. And the right arm and the right foot go together for that last little, almost half a turn. 5, 6, 1, and 2. And it doesn't come down. We were going so slow, it came down too far. But it's going to still be in the air, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1, and 2. But they're lined up. They're lined up. So ladies, when I'm leading your right arm, I want there to be some type of connection between your right shoulder, your right hip, your right leg, and I want you to engage that part of your body to this connection that we're
And I'm going to tell you one more thing too, because the little more advanced version is the same turn. And if you watch, all my steps progress down the line where I want to go. I don't want to take a step that might go 1 and then I took my and back that way, and now my 2's going that way. So I want everything to continue that line of dance going down here. So we're here 5, 6. That's actually when it starts. 5, I'm going forward, 6. I'm headed this way. 1, I'm headed this way, and I'm headed this way. 2, 3. Now I'm just finishing up my basic. So everything's got to continually make progress going down there. So don't let your steps kind of go off this balance beam or this diving board. I'll give you a little more room on a diving board headed that one direction. We don't want to get here and then start making steps that go off of our slot. Okay, so last time we'll start here from this half turn. 1 and 2. Don't go, leave me to the half turn. There you go. Rock, step, 1 and 2. Arm comes up. It releases. 1 and 2. Slow it down. Rock, step.
Now, just because her right hand and her right leg are lined up, that's her responsibility. That is not my responsibility. It's my responsibility to get it started, and then I let up on everything, guys. 3 and 4, 5, 6, let up, and I'm done. Only thing I have to do is turn her center to my center, and then I'm done. If I want her to keep going, I turn her center back to my center. But if I turn her to my center, release all engaging connection, and then she follows the rest of that turn until
I'm back facing him again.
all right. Okay, I know we spent a lot of time talking about connections and leading and everything, and I hope this helps, because now we're going to move on to a little bit more advanced version of that lead. That material. I'm not gonna let her rock step this time. 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So now we're talking about leading to the rhythm. And if I'm doing this bump 1 and 2, 3 and 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3. Now I'm gonna put a little pressure on 3, and I'm gonna back her and 4 up, and 4, turn her through. Now ladies, you must receive this as well. You have to engage with my action through my hands. And guess what, ladies? I'm trying to be in sync with your and four.
He's turning my and four into my rock step. You'll see.
5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2. There's a little pressure on 3 that Lisa and I have, and that's the magic. That's the art. That's what makes dance so spontaneous or spontaneity or whatever.
It's one of my favorite things is when he can create and change my footwork just through lead and follow, and I just like to get on this ride that I don't know where it's going. So.
And guess what? Here's what we want to pass along. I'm leading in sync with my steps, 3 and 4. In sync with her steps. We're just trying to get this circle together. We're trying to get this circle to really do what it feels. And at first there's a push and then there's a pull. So I'm pushing her back a little through count 2. She's pushing herself back through 3. 3 and 4. And then I catch and I pull her on and 4. And I'm using both my hands, 3 and 4, turn her 1 and 2. So here comes some more. 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4.
Sorry. I was thinking about something else. Whoop.
So here it comes again.
Okay.
So here it comes again. 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. Now, because my hands are doing this, here's what my feet are gonna do somewhat similar to what my feet are gonna do similar to what my arms are doing. 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3. I embrace, we engage 3, and my arms do this, and 4, right? Well, my feet are gonna do and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So my body is connected to go with my arms. Her body is connected to go with your arms. This is how dance becomes really, really, really involved.
With connection.
Yes. What I was going to say. And 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And how ironic, and 4. And then when I come back, watch my right arm, my left arm and my left foot go for 1 and 2. So well, I'm gonna get her on this side. 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So guys, I could not do this 1 and 2 and go back on count 3. I need to go forward just a little on count 3. So that's where my footwork is going to be. Here's my 3, and here's my and 4. I've got to have room to work my arms. 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 5, 6. Now, ironically, we're going to do that without hands. 3 and 4, 5, but we're going to show 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. Practice that. Let's do it on this side. Practice that if you're coupled up at home. 5, 6, 1 and 2. No hands, and just pay attention to what the feet do. And 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6.
He's coming forward into my space. It makes me step back like that. And I said earlier about he's changing my and 4 into my rock step. If I did regular footwork, right, I'm coming through a half turn or 1. If I was just regular, 3 and 4, right leg back, 5, 6. When he gives me that connection and changes a little bit about where I am, 1 and 2, 3, and I have some pressure here, this foot's gonna react quick rock. It's the same rock step, except I'm doing it on and 4, twice as fast because it's on an and step, but it makes my body feel the same. So that the next part, I go right into my 1 and 2. I don't care that I left out part of that basic, and that changes it.
And this might help, but if you were to do it from this hand here, Just watch a few times. 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. I turn her from here, but I'm on the outside of her hand here. 2. Here's 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, and good. That is an awesome little lead. It is an awesome little dance move between two people. Okay, so we showed you a little beginner, intermediate, maybe advanced way first, and then we showed you, in my opinion, that's advanced if you can engage with each other in those particular steps and those particular counts of the music. Now, here is one more that is probably advanced plus. But I require my boys, I like my boys, I like the partners that I dance with to be able to do this. 1 and 2 coming through a female turn, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. It's the same thing that we're doing, except now I'm just letting her go through 1 and 2, and then I'm pulling her forward for her
Back and shift, 3 and 4 and.
So all I'm letting her perform is 1 and 2, and then I pull her right back into a turn, and she feels that it's her 1 and 2, and so she continues on to 3 and 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5. Stop on 1. Now. We did it slow that time. Won't pay particular close attention to where my hand is on count 2. 5, 6, 1 and 2. Now you see my elbow and her elbow? There's a straight line between our elbows. Now we engage in towards each other, and that sort of backs her 3 and 4. And then we engage towards each other, in towards each other, and then we pull towards each other for count 2. Yeah, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, stop on 1. So our circles really are working even on this side. Before I pull her into count 6, I'm giving her almost like a pivot lead on count 6. How we engage a pivot.
I think it's 4, count 4.
And 4, 5, 6.
Oh,
I really get her going on count 6. Okay, so she feels a little momentum, more momentum coming through that 6. So she understands that, okay, he's doing something. Because I gave her momentum right here, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5.
So that bringing me forward through my 6 sort of just alerts my brain that, okay, he's giving me more speed, more momentum. It makes me kind of have my arm more ready to take that lead through the 2 that he's going to use to push me back into that back and shift. Because it just changes our basic a little bit.
And honestly, that momentum was for this closed position, 5, 6, 1 and 2 and 4. Coming through count 2, right? To lead her into the and 4. This is coming through count 6. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And there's a reason we get distances. There's a reason I get this distance here. I'm trying to engage, and actually I want her to do what I'm doing. I want her to pull herself forward. Just think about, I'm pulling myself forward, guys. Ladies, you pull yourself forward as well using this connection, and we both use it the same, at the same time, and with the same pressure. 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And sometimes footwork is not important when you're leading the lady. Position work is. 3 and 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. I just let my body shift back and forth to the beat of the music and with the flow of my lead.
I never know what I'm gonna get.
What I do?
Oh, you give me a little extra thing back there.
Get a talk.
Sometimes he goes inside turn, sometimes he'll do a tuck turn out.
Why? Because I've placed myself different in my little slot here. I'm either closer to her and the hands down low, or I'm further and the hands up high going into that turn. It just depends, both work.
Just be ready for anything.
Yeah. All right, we'll come back and do these leads to music. One basic, then we'll go into a female half turn. 5, 6, 5, 6, ready, go. 1, 2, half a turn. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just get in that position. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. One more time, half a turn, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we'll pull into a half a turn and we'll do the leader with that back, do that back in. Well,
Quick little rock.
quick rock. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. And if she quick rocks, I quick rock too. Oh, and 4, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, half a turn. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I stay turned towards her. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 1, 2. One more time. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You see this? I still have my center. I'm not here. And 4. I'm towards her. And 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So now we're going to do the one with the back and shift. Basic. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. Notice our hands, how they engage. 1 and push. Now pull. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5. Stop on 1. So, when we're doing this to music, folks, when I'm pushing her, I'm going to this third way, and 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2. Now I take her left foot and I press backwards, and she's pressing in towards this at the same time I'm pressing in. This is 2, 3. Now pull it forward, and you see how we pull that same foot that I just pushed back. I'm engaging with her so we can both pull it forward. 3 and 4, 5, 6. 1, compress. Now leverage. 1 and 2. And you can see it in her left leg, how I'm going through her right arm, but she still compresses into my connection. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3. And when she has that type momentum and she pulled herself, and she's helping me create the lead for this turn coming up.
And I will say this, that last one, the first two, the inside turn is kind of what you feel like doing. The last one is a little bit harder to get some momentum, but there's nothing wrong with just doing a tuck turn, which we did a couple of times, where you do 1 and 2, bring it back, and then just hold that arm up, and we can tuck coming out of it. So you may find more success. A lot
easier.
Yeah, it's a lot easier.
And that's just a difference, folks. That's a difference. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. There's not that much.
Or you can just bring her back.
There's not that much pulling forward if I'm not going to do an inside turn. And it's where my hand is on 1 and 2, 3, and 4. She knows it's the inside turn now. But if I didn't use that force going forward, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. Then it's an easier transition from one to the other.
Yeah, we want you to do what makes you successful. So if one of them is easier and you'll use it, do what you can and work on the other.
Yep. Appreciate your patience with us, and we will see you next Monday.